What's up, Screenheads? Welcome back to another very impromptu video this morning. I wanted to talk to you guys about what's been happening with Naomi Osaka. Yesterday, for those of you who may not know, Naomi Osaka announced that she will not be doing any press at this year's French Open due to the fact of the amount of mental health issues that a lot of players face because they're asked certain questions throughout a tournament. And it's nothing against the press, and I agree with Osaka in that respect, because sometimes questions and phrases are not necessarily asked in the proper way, and players don't really know how to answer them in the moment after they go through a tough loss and after they struggle through an entire match where they give their all, their emotion, all their physical ability to win a match, and then they have to come back and answer a question that's not necessarily silly or stupid. But when a guy asks you, so what went wrong today, after a player comes out and, for a men's player, plays a 5-setter lasting 4 hours, and then a player on the WTA plays a 3-setter that in the early rounds and they were a favorite to win it. I mean, it's stuff like that that really can take a toll on a player, and Osaka really is trying to create a platform, I guess, for herself in that sense, where she wants people to understand why she's doing this, and all these fines that she's kind of looking ahead and saying, look, if you're going to fine me, at least make these fines go towards a good cause. She wants all these fines that are essentially coming her way for not doing press to go towards a charity where they help people with mental health issues and help them kind of rehabilitate and help them with their struggles. And she's not the only one that's done this. I've had Noah Rubin on my channel before. I've talked to him about Behind the Racquet. I've talked to him why he started Behind the Racquet, and that's why Behind the Racquet exists, right? And that's why I think it's more apparent now with everything going on with the pandemic. And I think while Osaka is raising awareness for this, and she's doing such a good job with it, there's the other side to it as well, where journalists have to do their job, and journalists and the media have to get these questions asked and get these answers, because it's a part of their job. It's a part of their livelihood. Yes, the press, and I am not a part of this group, I think, but a lot of press members ask repetitive questions, ask the same question every match they play. If it's depending on, like, oh, how did you play today, to what made your forehand so good today? What made your backhand so good today? And personally, I've been asked those questions too, and I don't like them, because if you watch the match, you can understand what went wrong. And if you're missing, you're missing. If you're not, I mean, you're not comfortable. It shouldn't be that hard of an explanation. I don't think you have to constantly ask that every time they finish a match, but it does get very repetitive. But at the same time, reporters that come into these press rooms and look for quotes and look for a story to tell and to write about every single day, every single week, it's not disrespectful to them. It's, I don't know, it's tough for someone who's been a part of the media to kind of be a part of this, especially after they want to ask a certain player a question and then they're saying, no, I'm not doing any press. It is frustrating, to say the least. So I see both sides of it. And I think one thing that caught my eye, at least, well, two things. I think one, Osaka's doing this. She can do this, I should say. She can do this because she made $55 million last year. And for someone who makes that amount of money, giving a fine that she's eventually going to get every single time she doesn't do press, it doesn't really matter to her, because she has that money to, quote unquote, spend, but she has that ability to skip press. I think that's one factor that we have to take it. And two, I think when it comes to the media as well, you cannot take advantage of a player for coming to press and then not ask them anything intriguing or try to get a story that's not based upon how, and I'm going to go back to this quote, how was your forehand and backhand today? Like, it shouldn't be about that. And I think one perfect example that came to mind, and that was pointed out on Twitter too, is that the Hurkacz situation that happened in Miami when, and this is the tournament that Hurkacz won. He was a Masters 1000 title winner. People don't understand that. He won one of the biggest titles in the year. He went to a press conference. He was requested for a press conference. And no one asked a damn question. No, it was probably, 15, 20 seconds? Maybe minute tops. Where Hurkacz shows up after his match, sits down, and not in English or Polish, asks a damn question. Which is a waste of their time, and it's just a waste of time in general. And I'm glad that the ATP made a joke about it and made a meme out of it. That's great. And it was funny. But if you're going to let people into a press conference where the guy wins the tournament, you should be able to ask a question. So, I don't know. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on it and ask you guys what you guys thought about it. Let me know what you guys thought about this announcement. I think it's a good start to... you can't even say it's a start anymore, to be honest. It's not even a start of the awareness for mental health in players and athletes. But I think Osaka's doing a great thing. I think she's doing it because she can't afford it. But let me know what you guys thought of her announcement. And let me know what you guys thought of this whole situation and what's going to be the outcome of this overall. But hope everyone has a great day. Stay safe, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching.